Respected former Indian Minister and President of Tamil Nadu Congress, E.K. Watson, Satyamurthy, others from the dais, friends. I'm grateful to Reach Foundation for choosing me for this Citation of Merit 2018. It's a great feeling, and I'm thankful to you all. At the same time, this reminds me of an incident that took place 6 years ago. Actually, in 2012, I was on deputation in Madurai after the Times of India, where I'm working now, launched its edition in the erstwhile Pandya Kingdom in 2011. One day, a heritage enthusiast called me and spoke to me about a temple that's completely in ruins near Madurai. He said, "You take me to the site." I said, "Fine." It's situated 14 kilometers from Madurai on the Rameshwaram road. The Pantinara Sakkudi Adi Chokkanada Meenakshi temple was facing serious ruins, surrounded by fragments of broken stone pillars and slabs. The three temples actually were built by the Pandyas for the migrant Brahmin settlement in the village during the 11th century. But as I entered the temple, I noticed an inscription slab at the entrance. I would touch the feet of those who take care of the temple. Read the 5-line inscription in Tamil with an image of the king folding his hand. I felt sad. Unfortunately, no one seems to have paid attention to the king's request. I took some pictures and collected details from the local people and historian. I spoke to Satyamurthy sir also. The Times of India ran the story with pictures of the ruins titled Pantinara Temple Complex Cries for Care on June 20, 2012. Apparently, the villagers of Sakkudi had formed a trust to renovate the temple. Many youngsters who were working abroad contributed to it. It took some 5 years, and now they have reconstructed the temple. But at the same time, the image of the king folding his hands always raised a question. Are you taking care of your heritage? The question I ask myself repeatedly. I began my career as a journalist in 1999, but it was after joining the Times of India in 2010. I started taking subjects like heritage and archaeology seriously. I found that many reporters were not keen on covering it. To begin with, I started writing about ruined temples thanks to Chandrasekhar, who was my first source on this topic. Satyamurthy sir, I always call him still. It was challenging to find space for ruined temples and abandoned and neglected sculptures in a newspaper. But if you are interested, if you are reasonable, logically correct, you find your own space. The journey that I began in 2010 is still on. I am happy that today's youth are more concerned about heritage. There are voluntary groups in every district. Good news. Amateur archaeologists even come up with promising discoveries. But at the same time, some amateur archaeologists try to get their discoveries published in the media without checking its authenticity. They make claims, and many newspapers carry the news as it is. A very disturbing trend. And I wrote about it a couple of weeks ago. It was about Malachadram, a megalithic site in Krishnagiri, which was discovered in the early 70s. An amateur archaeologist recently claimed that it was he who discovered the site. Apparently, some TV channels and regional newspapers carried the news without checking its authenticity. Similarly, another claim by a lecturer with photographs of a previously discovered rock art site as her discovery got published in many Tamil magazines and newspapers. It happened a couple of months ago. Lack of authenticity makes many of these discoveries done by heritage enthusiasts without having any academic or technical knowledge on the subject remain only claims. Until a decade ago, most archaeological discoveries had been conducted by central or concerned state archaeological departments. Today, people have come forward to protect the heritage, thanks to the awareness created through the social media. The voluntary heritage groups preserve abandoned and neglected monuments and artifacts in many districts in Tamil Nadu, a reason why they are protected from the smugglers. A team of youngsters even played a dominant role in getting some smuggled idols back from foreign countries. People are coming forward to protect the heritage sites is a good sign. However, some don't know where to draw the line. Once again, I thank everyone for giving me this opportunity, and I assure you that the journey will continue.
Thank you, Mr.